Assalamu-Alikum and welcome back. So our today topic is history of curriculum development in Pakistan. Now, meaning of curriculum. The term curriculum is derived from the Latin word "curria", which means a race course taken by horses. So in education, we can say that curriculum may be taken to mean a race course taken by the educational process. So before 1918, courses offered in learning institutions were only known as subjects, but the term curriculum had not been at that time not been coined. After the as Franklin Bobbitt, after working on a number of courses and after studying the social, economic, political changes which came with the World War One, coined the term curriculum to mean those experiences that the learner acquire in a learning institution. After World War One, there was an increase in the urbanization, technological advancement, and rapid migration. So these events had profound effect on common life generally because of the above human life underwent dramatic changes because there is a rapid changes either it is a technology field or any other. So rapid change की वजह से चीजें चेंज होती गई. So Bobbitt was influenced by scientific management. Scientific management was only employed in industries and Bobbitt applied it to education. So it was seen as a means of minimizing or eliminating waste and maximizing output. Now, curriculum definition by Franklin in 1918 is applied to education. It is that series of things which children and youth must do and experience by which of developing abilities to do the things well that make up the affair of adult life. So the curriculum may therefore be defined into two ways. The first one is it is the entire range of experiences, both undirected and directed, concerned in unfolding the abilities of the individual. And the second way is it is a series of consciously directed training experiences that the school use for completing and perfecting the unfoldment. Now, curriculum defined by various theorists. So this is that reconstruction of knowledge and experience systematically developed under the school or universities to enable the learner to increase his or her control of knowledge and experiences. The second is the second definition according to the theorists that a plan or program for all the experiences which the learner encounter under the direction of the school. Perennialism, like the aim of education is to ensure the student acquire understanding about the great ideas of civilization. Like these ideas have the potential for solving problem in any area, in any time. Now the focus is to teach ideas that are everlasting, to seek enduring truth, which are constant and not changing, as the natural or the human world at their most essential level do not change. So teaching these kind or these type of unchanging principle is considered critical. Now, the demanding curriculum focuses on attaining a cultural literacy, stressing students' growth in enduring disciplines. So the loftiest accomplishment of humankind are emphasized that the great work for literature and art, the laws are principles of science. The advocate of this educational philosophy are Robert Mian Hitchen, who developed a great book program in 1963, and the other who further developed this curriculum based on 100 great books of Western civilization. The next is essentialism. So there is a common core of knowledge that need to be transmitted to students in a systematic and in a disciplined way, so they can easily understand this systematic way disciplines the curriculum. So the core of the curriculum is essential knowledge and skill and academic rigor. So, although this educational philosophy is similar in some ways to perennialism, essentialists accept the ideas that this core curriculum may change. Schooling should be practical, preparing students to become more valuable members of the society. Like they can easily handle each and every problem and at any time. So it should be focus on the facts, the objective reality out there, and the basics training students to read, write, speak, and compute clearly and logically. So, students should be taught hard work, respect for authority, and discipline. Teachers are to help students keep their non productive instincts in check, such as aggression and mindlessness. So, this approach was was in reaction to progressive approach relevant in 1920s and 30s. And there are the some other author who took this progressive approaches to task in the general form in 1934. Now, progressivism, like education should focus on whole child rather than on the content or the teacher. So, students should test ideas by active experimentation. Learning is rooted in the question of learners that arise through experiencing the world. It is active, not passive. Now, the learner is a problem solver and thinker who make meaning through his or her individual experience in the physical and cultural context. Now, the effective teacher provide experiences so that a student can learn by doing, and curriculum cannot be derived from students' interest and question. So, the emphasis is in process how one comes to know. So this progressive education philosophy was established in America from the mid 1920s through the mid 1950s. John Dewey was its foremost proponent. Now there are some models: the Taylor model, the Tabor model, and the Oliver model. And the Taylor model of curriculum design, the first are the A part is the need of the society, B is the need of the learner, and the third is or C part is the nature and the structure of knowledge. But the in the Venn diagram, if we see that there is a they are integrated to each other, so all are somehow connected to each other. Now the need of the society like literacy, vocational skills, social order and morality, interpersonal skills, transmission of values and culture, creativity and innovation. The B part is need of the learner like cognitive development, linguistic development, psychosocial development, moral affective development and vocational focus. The C part is the nature and structure of knowledge, like this selection of subject matter, organization of subject matter, and approaches to subject matters. See, one is selection of subject matter. In this, there is a criteria like relevance. What are their relevance to the real world, and what is their importance, and how uh, they are prioritized. The next is scope, like the amount of desire, the amount of demand, depth of coverage, and concentration. The next is sequence, like a hierarchy in progression to complexity or to difficulty. Now, the second part was organization to subject matter.
organization of subject matter, like discrete subject are courses, broad field are disciplines, core are interdisciplinary, skills are processes, projects, and activities. Third one is approaches to subject matter. It included textual, experimental, developmental, social, and experimental. Fundamental question in developing curriculum. The first one is, what educational purposes should the school seek to attain? Like what are their purpose and what are their objectives, so they can easily achieve what they want. Second question is, what educational experiences can be provided that are likely to attain these purposes? So, what are their content and what they want to add on? Next is, how can these educational experiences be effectively organized? Like, what are their teaching strategies, what they want to develop, and what they want to teach? So they need to work on their teaching strategies. So the next is, how can we determine whether and to what extent these purposes are being attained, like their assessment and their evaluation too. So these two processes, like how they can assess and how they judge or evaluate, so they can easily add what they want in their curriculum.